What if the next knock on your door isn't from a friend? What if the shadow you see in the corner isn't yours? Tonight, we unravel the horrifying truths behind 3 real-life events so terrifying they'll haunt your thoughts long after the lights go out. A young woman, Maya, returns home late one night to her apartment in Chicago. Everything seems normal until she notices strange scratches near her door lock. Thinking it's nothing, she goes inside, but over the next few nights, she hears faint noises coming from a closet. Brushing it off as her imagination, she ignores the sounds. But one night, as she lays in bed, she receives a text from an unknown number. "I love the way you look when you sleep." Terrified, Maya checks her phone and realizes the message was sent using her Wi-Fi network. She rushes to the closet, yanks the door open, and sees a figure crouched in the darkness, holding her spare key. Mike and Helen, a retired couple, lived in a serene suburban neighborhood. Their life was simple until one November night when they heard a faint knock at the back door. Helen thought it was an animal and ignored it, but when it happened again the next night, they started to worry. Mike decided to investigate. He stayed up late, watching the backyard from their kitchen window. At 3 a.m., a tall, shadowy figure emerged from the woods and walked toward their door. Mike froze as the figure stopped and stared directly at him through the glass. One night, Mike set up a camera. What he saw horrified him. The figure didn't knock. It crouched by their window, staring inside for hours. The couple left the house the next day, never to return. Thinking it was a prank, Mike stepped outside with a flashlight, but the figure was gone. That night, they found scratches on their back door, almost like claw marks. The knocking continued nightly, and every morning they found muddy footprints leading from the woods to their bedroom window. A group of college friends was on a road trip across Texas when they decided to stay at a remote motel for the night. The receptionist gave them keys to room 207, but warned them not to go near room 208. It was under maintenance. Curiosity got the better of one friend, Jake, who snuck into the room with his phone. It was dark, and the only piece of furniture was a single chair in the center of the room. Mirrors covered the walls, and the air felt oppressively heavy. Jake snapped a photo, but his phone immediately shut off. When he rejoined his friends, he finally got his phone to turn back on, but the photo he took wasn't of an empty room. It showed a woman with sunken eyes and pale skin, staring directly into the camera. That night, the group was awoken by faint whispers. The mirrors in room 208 began to rattle violently, and the chair Jake had photographed appeared outside their door. Unable to bear the terror, the group fled the motel at dawn. Later, they learned that the woman in room 208 was a guest who had died there years ago, and she never left. These were 3 chilling tales of terror, each one reminding us that the unknown is far scarier than anything we can imagine. Sleep tight tonight, and remember, if you hear a knock at your door, think twice before answering. Have you ever wandered into a forest and felt like it wasn't just the trees around you? 3 friends did, and they discovered that some whispers are better left unheard. Ethan, Sarah, and Mike, looking for adventure, decided to hike through the Whispering Woods, a forest notorious for eerie legends. They ignored the warnings of locals, dismissing them as just stories. But as they ventured deeper, the forest became unnaturally quiet. No birds, no rustling leaves, just a heavy, oppressive silence. When they tried to turn back, the forest seemed endless, and that's when the whispers began. At first, they thought it was the wind, but then the whispers grew louder, more distinct. In panic, they ran, but the voices followed them. They stumbled upon a cabin and entered for shelter. Inside, they found 3 lit candles arranged in a triangle and a note: "Do not leave until the last candle burns out." They sat terrified as the candles slowly burned down. When the last candle extinguished, the whispers stopped. They thought they were free, but when they left, they realized they had only made it to the forest's edge, where the whispers still echoed in the wind. Some places don't let go that easily. The Whispering Woods may have been quiet when they left, but the whispers followed them home.